Hey everybody, Jimmy and Bill, and today I have another surprise question for Bill. So basically he has no idea what I'm going to talk about, but here it goes.
You love these.
I do love these things, and I guess I'm going to do
I hope you guys love them too.
I'm going to do them more often.
Oh,
so
God.
here's the deal. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on real estate, the market, and what I noticed is they're always negative, okay? And I watch them.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, when people post negative stuff, people click on it and they watch the videos. But what I did is, I said, okay, let me do something. Let me go through their history and see how long they've been showing negative videos on these channels.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, I'm a subscriber to some of these channels. And I watch them regularly.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back a year, I went back 2 years, and it was the same stuff. So my point is, if you're saying one thing, that the market is going to crash
Mm-hmm.
and things are going to go terrible, eventually it'll come true. It will. Eventually it'll come true.
Eventually you'll be right.
Eventually you'll be right.
Yep.
And I understand
Broken
why.
clock is right twice a day.
And I understand why they do it, you know, because it's views, it's subscribers, it's everything. I do understand that, but here's my point. Okay, I'm gonna give my opinion, and then I'll give your opinion. My opinion is nobody knows what exactly is gonna happen. Just nobody knows.
Mm-hmm.
If they did, they won't be making YouTube videos. They would be sitting on a beach someplace in the world, traveling on their yacht. Nope, nobody knows. You have to do what's right for you. If you want to buy a house and it's the perfect dream house for you and you could afford it and you have a plan and you're comfortable, why wait? Because people on YouTube saying don't buy a house, things are going to crash, you're going to lose value. I just really think that you got to do what's right with you. They paint everything with a wide brush, like a really wide brush of the whole United States, you know. And what's happening in California or the Midwest is not the same what's happening in Florida, and what's happening in Florida is not the same what's happening in New York. I had to give my 2 cents on this video. What do you think, Bill?
Oh, that's a big one.
It is. It's just, you know, because I'm like, I spent an hour trying to find a positive video and I couldn't find one.
Right.
And I'm looking at the thumbnails and everybody's sad and crying, and I'm not trying to make this channel just negative.
Right. So the negative sells. We know that. That's just,
It does.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
And good, bad, or indifferent, it is what it is. People like it. You and I both have channels that we watch that are negative.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nobody has a crystal ball.
Nope.
And we don't know. We can only give advice based on the information that we have at the time, and you can only make a decision based off of your situation at that given time.
Right. And nobody knows your situation.
And except for you,
Right.
you yourself, you know your situation.
Right.
So that's where it becomes important to sit down. Like, I get it, you're researching. People research on like YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, I research all the time.
And when you kind of get to a conclusion, that's when it's best to go, okay, I want to move here, just since we're talking about real estate. We're going to move here, we're going to move there. That's where you sit down and you speak with somebody who can say, what's going on with this market? And what I mean by this is, just to your point, what's happening in New York, Boston, Chicago, it's not happening here in Florida. But what's happening here in Florida, Miami might be a different market than the way we are here in Tampa Bay right now.
Right.
You know, Sanford might be a different market than what's happening in the city of Orlando.
Right.
So you have to look at, we call those micro markets, and then within those micro markets there's other markets. So if you need to buy a house and you can afford it, then purchase a house. But if you can't afford that house,
Don't buy
by
it.
all means, do not buy that house.
Yeah.
Like, just, and I know we've said this on other videos, and I talk to my clients about this, just because you're approved for X, you don't have to go all the way to X.
Right.
You know, take that into consideration. Maybe downsize it a little bit to where it's not the utter perfect house, but it fits your needs. Every situation is different. So you know, the broad stroke comment, right?
Yeah.
I can't give, you know, that's why they give you a broad stroke.
Yeah.
But
they're like, oh my God, this is happening in California. People will move.
right. But it's just, it's not. Just pay attention to what's happening here locally, and then,
In your local area.
yeah. And make a best decision for you and your family after gathering some information. Don't listen to one person necessarily, go get two, but you're learning other questions to ask someone.
Because, in my opinion, if you're going to go to YouTube and say, should I buy a house in Texas, Dallas, you're going to see negative stuff. I really searched for a while trying to find a video that was positive. Had something. There's never a perfect time. Are things perfect? No, they're not perfect.
It's never going to be the right time if you wait for the right time. Timing the market, you will fail. You can't time the market. If the market's up, then if you're selling high, you're going to buy high. If you're selling low, you're going to buy low. Where people tend to get confused in some of the conversations that I have day to day is people start looking at things from an investor's standpoint versus, you know, a home buyer's standpoint.
Right.
Looking at things from an investment standpoint is totally different. They are night and day between putting a roof over you and that's it.
And your family. Like you might want your kids to go to a particular school district.
Right.
So,
Right.
you know, it's like, if you guys are waiting for people to start being positive on YouTube and say, hey, you know, this is a good time to buy, you might be waiting a very, very long time. I'm just saying.
And keep in mind, like the videos that we've both done,
Yeah.
if you're renting, there's nothing wrong with renting, and renting works
No.
for certain people.
Yeah.
I've put people into rentals because it's not right for them to buy. You know, right now I'm literally working with a client to get them out of their house to go into the rentals because it's better for their personal situation.
Right. So like me, I've made negative videos. I did. If you go through my library of videos, you can say, hey Jimmy, this freaking video was negative. Yes. Because at that particular moment on what I was doing, it was negative. You know, so yeah, I made a negative video. It doesn't mean that the next 2 years of videos are going to be negative.
Right.
If there's good news, I may not get as many clicks or views because, oh, this guy's saying just good stuff.
Right.
It is what it is.
Right. We don't try to, I don't know how to put it, but we're not trying to play the algorithm. We're just, it's our topics, it's our conversations, and that's just to put you out, give you as much information as you can have for the topics that we're discussing, so you can see different viewpoints, positive, negative. When sometimes we don't agree,
Yeah, we don't.
and that's okay. That's what makes this go around, and it's good.
See, this channel, you know, what we're trying to do on this channel is just be honest, straightforward. You know, yes, I could pull articles and read an article and say, you know, look what this article says, you know, and do a video about it. But you guys know what's going on out there, you know, so I just want to talk to you guys about cutting through the noise. At the end of the day, if you feel comfortable and you really want a house and you feel really comfortable financially that you could afford to buy the house, buy the house. You got to get this noise out of your way and see what's best for you and your family. That's what my point is about this video. It's just so much noise out there.
Yeah, it's hard. It is hard to cut through the noise. It's a good analogy. And everybody's got their own angles as well. Everybody does. I mean, I get it, you know, and some people's doing a YouTube channel, and there's nothing wrong with it, to be honest with you.
No.
That's their bread and butter. That's how they're making money.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Hey, I watch them. I subscribe.
I subscribe to them.
Yeah.
I like to know what people are saying, because then when you ask us questions, then I can answer them. I know what other people are saying, so I can try to speak at least somewhat intelligently about what the current topics are and what's out there in the world.
Right.
You know, and if you do have questions, just ask. You know, that's what we're here for. We'll answer questions. We love answering questions.
Yeah. So I mean, that's it. But anyways, I wanted to get that off my plate because today I'm like, all right, let me see if I can find something positive to do a video on, and I couldn't find anything. So I wanted to make a video about not being able to find something positive to talk about. So hey, probably won't get me as many video views,
that's okay.
but I'm just being honest. Anyways, that's today's video. As always, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you're notified next time I upload a video. Greatly appreciate it, and talk to you on the next one. Thank you.